Last week here on Robot Wars, Mortis perforated Leebot and Recyclops licked Scrapper. But when the smoke settled, Recyclops had controversially eliminated all opposition to join Roadblock in our grand final. Tonight, one more robot will join them.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the man who put scrap into metal, Jeremy Clarkson.
Amid reports that robot wars are now breaking out all over the world, the European Union, with the backing of the United Nations, today announced that it would do everything in its power to halt the spread of this vicious and vile disease. They would rather we did a programme on daffodils and bunny rabbits. But we're not going to. What we are going to do is get on with the Docklands Chainsaw Massacre and meet the 6 robots who tonight will compete for death or glory.
First, from the University of East London, Cruella.
It features computer-controlled regenerative braking and avoids wheel spin with Formula One inspired traction control. Cruella weighs in at 81.2 kilograms and boasts a top speed of 15 miles an hour.
From Borden in Hampshire, Blunderbird 1.
Powered by a custom-built 12-volt engine, Blunderbird 1 worships Jerry Anderson, travels at 7 miles an hour and carries a lethal array of interchangeable weapons pods, a deadly design.
From Edmonton, Whizzywin.
Nippy, zippy, and altogether dippy. What you see is what you get with this robot. Weighing in at 10.8 kilograms, this lightweight entry may surprise us all with its amazing acceleration and magnificent maneuverability.
From Ipswich, Robot the Bruce.
Don't let the transparent bodywork fool you. There's more to this robot than meets the eye. With a top speed of 4 miles an hour and weighing in at 84.6 kilos, Robot the Bruce is one of tonight's heaviest contenders.
From London, Wedgehog.
Featuring a deadly pickaxe, this middleweight entry clocks a top speed of 4 miles an hour. Wedgehog runs off 2 9.6-volt domestic electric drills and weighs in with a power pack 24 kilograms.
From Nuneaton, Dreadnought.
Finally, the fiberglass protected Dreadnought runs off a 12-volt starter motor salvaged from a Morris Marina. At 5 miles an hour, not the fastest robot in the field, but certainly the heaviest, weighing in at 92.6 kilos. And what do you think about it all, Jeremy?
They look strong and menacing now, but one of them will be going home in a dustbin after our first event.
If they want the safe and, may I say, slightly boring route down the gauntlet tonight, our robots will choose the maze, but they've got to have a very good turning circle and lots of manoeuvrability. If they've got the ground clearance, they can choose the seesaw ramp and all the other ramps and bridges that dominate the middle of the course. If they've got enough aggression, then they will go to my left and be introduced to the horrific Shunt, complete with pickaxe on the back. If they make it past him, and that's really not likely, then they'll meet Dead Metal, complete with pincers ready to clamp any unsuspecting robots. So many choices, so little time.
So, if you go to the left, you get killed. If you go down the middle, you get stuck. And if you go to the right, it'll take a week. Rather you than me.
Roboteers, stand by.
The first to take on the gauntlet, Cruella, driven by Philip Martin, with Canesh Lingham and Martin Smith from the University of East London.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Cruella has the choice of 3 routes and immediately takes on the hardest, I would have thought, the house robot, Shunt. Philip Martin, the driver, plays solo euphonium in Tilbury Brass Band. Needs to blow his own trumpet a little bit here, because Shunt has him foxed and boxed.
This is Cruella. This is made by the Duelists, a team from the University of East London. And Cruella's designed to ram into the other robots and drive herself under them and flip them over. You can go through the metal things on
Philip Martin also likes to ride motorbikes, and he's driving Cruella through those silver skittles with the power of 2 Sinclair C5s, they tell me. Goodness gracious me. Not quick enough for Shunt, though. And Shunt and the axe has him on the spikes.
Activate robots.
Dear, what went wrong? What went wrong?
I thought that was good.
Well, it was good, except for the rather important thing that you didn't cross the finishing line.
We made good progress there.
And what did you think of his driving?
His driving is excellent. It's a very, very difficult robot he was up against there.
Excellent driving, apparently. Well, there we are. Well done, anyway. You've got some distance.
Cruella first to go and first on the leaderboard with 10.15 metres.
Roboteers, stand by.
The Dreadnought team, Ken Feltwell and David Vowles, brothers-in-law, both work in design and technology.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
And the Dreadnought squaddest asset here, driven by the brothers-in-law Ken and David, could be its weight. It looks like a big slug.
Our team is Blade Runner, this is our machine Dreadnought. It's a heavyweight robot, and our feature of attack is these forks at the front here, which are operated like this.
There's the strength of that Morris starter motor engine. Takes on dead metal. Now it needs a kick of pace. Stuck there, and the house robots close in. Good run! They're through all the way!
Oh, just for a minute, I thought you were going to get pushed all the way back.
I thought we were as well. I was a bit worried there. But we managed it. I was amazed. We did it.
Made it and you're through. Congratulations.
And there's confirmation. Treadlock through, completing the course ahead of Cruella in second. Oh, but hang on a minute. What's this? Dreadnought's blown some sort of a fuse. It's on fire. And this could be major, major trouble. They'll have to repair this quickly. Otherwise, they could be forced to retire. And that would give someone else a chance.
Well, we don't know. After we got through and stopped, we just saw the smoke coming out of it. Couldn't get the main switch to turn off, so we had to take the top off, and all the wire was smoking. Still a bit of excitement. Might need this.
Roboteers, stand by.
The Plunderbird 1 team, Mike Onslow, John Dilley and Brian Kilburn, whose ambition it is to meet the rock band Aerosmith.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
And certainly the best-dressed gentleman on Robot Wars get us off and underway with Plunderbird 1. The weaponry could be deadly, but not against Shunt. On the grill, stuck against the pyramid. And they'll need some work to get out of there.
We are the International Wreck Crew. This is the Plunderbird 1. We've built the system around separate weapons pods. The first one has a battering ram with a laser-guided sight. The second pod has a circular saw which will flip out like this when it's operational and do some nice chopping up. We intend to kick some butt with this and be afraid, there's a plunderstorm coming.
At the moment, Plunderbird, Blunderbird. 1, 2, in, out, and Plunderbird is being hacked and is on the rack.
And deactivate robots.
Now, beforehand you told me you were just going to barge them out the way.
Well, they're obviously a bit too heavy and we just didn't quite manage it. But we will be back and we will get them next time.
Maybe, but only 4.81 metres leaves Plunderbird vulnerable.
Guys, that was very nearly Plunderbirds are not go.
Yes, well, we really don't want to win by someone else's misfortune. And it doesn't make us happy to be through because someone else blew up, does it, guys? No.
Do you think it's likely that you can repair this for the next round? Otherwise, you're out and Plunderbird's in.
We're trying. We're going to do it. We're starting to work on it now.
Roboteers, stand by.
The WYSIWYG team, Michelle Wheely, a big football fan. She supports Arsenal.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
So, come on, Michelle Wheely, one of our rare female volunteers. If she takes on the maze to the left there, that would be rare indeed. Very few do. Seems to me she's stuck on the ramp now with that low ground clearance. And I think Shunt is too, and that's very rare. That hasn't happened before.
This is my robot WYSIWYG, which basically stands for what you see is what you get. It's made out of wood, which means it's quite light, it can move quite fast. It's wedge-shaped, so it can hopefully tip up the other robots, but I think I'm going to have to stay out of the way of the house robots.
And still they remain stuck. Dead Metal's going in to give them a bit of a shunt behind Shunt itself. Now what you see is a young woman driver, and what you get... right. Come on, Michelle. Let's get it right. Take on that fence. Go on. Go on. No, Michelle, you're supposed to go round it.
And deactivate robots.
Dear me, now What on earth happened there?
It was a slaughter.
It was a slaughter, except you actually managed to get a house robot stuck, which is an all-time first.
Yeah, I feel pretty good, actually.
OK, well, you managed to go the wrong way, but nevertheless some way.
And what we see is what she's got. Triumph. Well done, Michelle and Wizzywig. She's through. Plunderbird are nervy, but they still could go through if Dreadnought is ruled out.
You still don't know yet. You must be keeping your fingers crossed secretly.
Secretly, we do a lot of things, but we couldn't tell you that.
Roboteers, stand by.
The Wedgehog team. Teenagers Chris Glaister and Joe Wentworth, both students studying computers and engineering.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
19-year-old Chris Glaister drives Wedgehog with the electric drill to 9.6-volt engines and taking on the maze. This will need some tricky control and some clever driving.
We've built this robot called Wedgehog.
Wedgehog's powered by 2 domestic drills here. It's got a weapon, which is a pickaxe.
Well, they're through the maze. And here come the pneumatic drills, pushed by shunt, deadly towards Wedgehog, around the springs. Now, this is the surprise, so I'm not too sure whether they've read this right. They need to get their drive wheel motoring up and over the spikes. Dead metal awaits. That's the house robot there in the bottom of your picture. And they're impaled and in pain.
Deactivate robots.
Well, not a bad performance there. But tell me, what do you think of those spikes then?
A bit of trouble lifted up the drive wheel so we couldn't get any drive forwards, but we got far enough.
There we are. I reckon you're through, and that's important.
That'll do for me. 13.23 metres sees Wedgehog through in second place so far.
Roboteers, stand by.
And the final team to take on the gauntlet, Robot the Bruce with George Francis and Mick Cutter. They both fly model aeroplanes.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Robot the Bruce in its sexy see-through gear. Very heavy, 84.6 kilos, driven by a team. They call themselves the Village Idiots. They're no idiots. They're very clever electric engineers. Look at the power. No weapons there, just brute force.
Robot the Bruce.
As you can see, the robot is built with no special armaments. We're purely relying on a lot of weight. We're in the heavyweight category, and just brute power and a lot of traction and push people out of the way.
Great strength. George Francis, the driver, is building a single-engine aeroplane driven by a car engine. It's a bit of a worry, but this isn't worrying. That's strong. Good run. They're through.
Now, of all the driving I think I've ever seen in here, that was just about the best.
No problem. Easy as anything.
No, that was a hell of a performance. Well done.
Robot the Bruce impressively through. Top of the leaderboard. Plunderbird heading out unless the Dreadnought engine has failed.
They've run the gauntlet, but now time is running out. They've got to be back in that arena very soon for the trials. So will they be ready? Dreadnought, guys, how have you got on?
Well, we've got it working again. We've had to take out the motor that we use for forklifts and put it in as a drive motor because the other one's shorted out. It's completely gone. So we've now not got any defence attack mechanism. So we've tried to adjust it so it's now more defensive. We can actually try and scoop the ball up and use it to move the football.
OK, so it might do you some favours.
Well, hopefully.
You're in. That's the main
right,
thing.
we've made it. We didn't think we would, but we've done it.
Violence has largely been eradicated from football, but tonight we're going to put it back. If you score in this game of robotic soccer, you're removed from the arena, safe in the knowledge that you're through to the next round. But scoring isn't that easy because the goal's defended by dead metal, and if you get too close to these scissors, it really will be a game of two halves. Now, obviously, at the end of the day, one robot won't have scored, and they'll get the red card. They'll be sent off permanently. You got that, guys? You clear?
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate.
Is Dead Metal, our scorpion goalkeeper, shaking with fear. Don't forget the ball. Don't forget the ball. That's a little bit more like it. Oh, good save by Dead Metal. Get it away. Magnificent stuff. There's big Dreadnought in there. And Robot the Bruce with that sheer power through to the edge of the goal area. Can he get the last chance? The keeper's beaten. Go on, go on! It's there!
Hey, that was fantastic.
Wasn't quite as easy as it looked. Got there in the end.
You're the first one, though.
That's right.
Round of applause, take a bow.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
The robots starting from their finishing position from the last attack. WYSIWYG is busy. Almost looks dwarfed out there. Wedgehog first to it, and Cruella. Nice bit of ball control by Cruella. Oh, go on, WYSIWYG. That deserves a yellow card. Terrific challenge. Magnificent stuff. Oh, she's clattered the goalkeeper now. This is great stuff. Go on, get in there. Look at that. Get out of the way, Dreadnought. What is Dreadnought doing? I think Dreadnought's a bit of a goal hanger here. WYSIWYG out of it. Here's Wedgehog. Can he finish? It's an open goal. You've got to score here. But who did score? Well, very interesting. Let's have a look at the replay. It was Wedgehog that got the deflection over the line, surely.
Had the last touch before the goal, therefore awarded to him is Wedgehog.
Now, what would you say? Would you say that was luck?
It was luck, but also the extra panels on the side of the robot were controlling the ball throughout the thing, but at the end I got wedged on the side, lost control. Bit of a luck that it bounced off me on the way in. But
3, 2, 1. Activate.
3 left. No, I'm not too sure if Dreadnought is goal hanging. I think he's suffering a reoccurrence of that old injury. Can't move, hardly. WYSIWYG, tigerish again in there. With Cruella first to it. And perhaps using these surround walls to ricochet it in. Dead metal. Poorly placed at the moment. WYSIWYG, oh, taking on the goalkeeper. Hey, get some of that. She crashes against the post. Dreadnought's dead. And that's in from Cruella. He's through to the semi-final. And that's sporting.
Please make the robot safe and remove Cruella from the arena.
Cruella lived up to her name then, didn't she?
Oh, yeah, she's difficult to drive. It's not easy.
Somebody said it was a bit like an Arsenal defender. What do you say to that?
Oh, I wouldn't like to say.
So, down to the last two. But I've been told now they've both broken down. It goes to the judges.
Although WYSIWYG and Dreadnought failed to score, the robot with most touches of the ball was Dreadnought.
Michelle, big commiserations. Perhaps nobody explained that in a game of football you have to actually sometimes aim at the ball.
Well, because they're all much bigger than me, I just had to try and get in some way. If they didn't get out my way, I bashed them out my way. I thought that would be worth something anyway.
Yes, it's worth a trip home. Ken, how do you feel? Because you thought you really had it.
We did, actually, yes. I mean, after the first round, we went up in smoke. We really didn't think we would be even into this round. So I was just chuffed to bits to actually get through.
Well, that's marvellous. Congratulations, well done.
How on earth have Dreadnought survived again? WYSIWYG out, but she gave us great entertainment value, Michelle.
You are getting through by the skin of your teeth, aren't you?
Hanging by a thread, yes. After we went up in the smoke, we really didn't think we would get into that round. And got the battery charged.
Say that again?
We just didn't get the battery charged in time.
It just went dead in there. It was just the fact that the others actually hit the ball into us that gave us the touches. So we feel a bit of a cheat, really.
So at the end of the soccer, let's see how they did. WYSIWYG sadly has many battle scars, but it was good to see you. Cruella's through. Wedgehog just about to wade it through. Now, Dreadnought, guys, you've still got a lot of work to do, haven't you?
Yes, we have a bit, yeah. Better get cracking on with it, I think.
Yeah, you had better get cracking as well. There's a fight still to come. And, excuse me, you two look very smug.
Yes, we're all sitting here all cool, know we've done the business and ready for the next round.
So 4 robots are now through the trials. They're back here in the pits, preparing and repairing for the semi-finals. Guys, last time we saw you were having all sorts of problems. Are they still there, those problems?
We don't think so. We think we've finally cracked it.
Let me tell you who you're pitched against in the final battle. Who would be the worst person?
Probably Robot the Bruce, I think. It's pretty impregnable, that one.
Okay, it's good news then. It's Wedgehog.
Is it? Oh. Well, I mean, we'll be lucky to survive 5 minutes with anybody anyway, so we're just thankful.
Who would you hate to be pitched against?
Any of them. I don't mind. We'll take all of them.
And does that apply to you as well? You can take all of them?
Oh yes, definitely. We've got the power, and we know we got a reliable robot, so we just hit them and push them out of the way.
Okay, let me tell you who you are pitched against in the next event. It's Cruella.
No problem. Be an easy one.
Let's go and find out what they say.
That's a frightener, that one.
Why?
Well, it's very tough. It's got a lot of power, a lot of torque, a lot of weight. Very dangerous.
As we draw closer to the grand final, we still have the formality of deciding tonight's winner. Now, as usual, the Roboteers will go out there and attempt to send their opponents over the bridge and into the next life before the whistle is blown. If both are still running at the end of the bout, we shall turn to our adjudicators, Eric Dickinson, Noel Sharkey, who claims to be a rock and roll guitarist, and Adam Harper, who claims to be single. Now, they'll be looking for damage, aggression, control, and style. They will not tolerate retreat. Retreat, and you will get eaten by one of the house robots or eliminated from the round completely. Or, if I have anything to do with it, both.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
It's the box against the wedge. No weapons on board either, both charged by 2 large Sinclair C5 motors. And if Cruella can get in underneath Robot the Bruce, there could be a shock here. Robot the Bruce will be using that vast, near 85 kilogram power to shove it into one of the patrol zones, or against the spikes, or against the grills. Oh, that's suicide, surely! What on earth is Philip Martin doing? He's on the grill, he won't get out from there now.
I thought he'd got you there. I thought he's going to be able to tip you over.
Nearly, yeah. It wasn't as easy as I thought it would be.
But how did you manage to get him to run away onto that grate?
Pass.
He just committed suicide?
I think so.
Doesn't matter, though. You're through. Well done.
Just at the edge of the arena, there's a horizontal metal grill, and we lost the ground clearance and got jammed under the metal grill that's above it.
But what were you doing going onto the metal grill?
Well, it's very difficult to control the machine, this.
Isn't that a fatal flaw?
I'm afraid so, yes. In more ways than one, because the flaw was fatal to our robot.
Not quite sure how, but we won.
It was looking a bit dodgy there at the start. You were nearly wedged up.
That's right, yes. Sort of lifted off the ground a few times, but got there in the end, though.
Yeah, you did. It's fantastic. And not that much damage.
We've got a little bit of battle damage on the right-hand side there, but repairable.
Got there in the end, though.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
Dreadnought, the big slug against Wedgehog, the piece of cheese, and the Dreadnought boys look worried. They know they have to get this over and done with very early because the motor may not last. Can they get their forklift prongs working? Will the Wedgehog pickaxe, so-called, come into play? Oh, the saw's gone again! Poor old Sergeant Bash has lost his saw blade! That's like a halo! Dragged onto the forklift prongs, then shut. Oh, going towards the grill! Being pushed forward and forward. Oh, fork, goodness sake, get off there! They need... Don't take on the little one, Matilda. You'll just see her in the disco. She does that down there, too. They're still in there. There's smoke! There's smoke from Dreadnought! It's gone again, the engine! And surely this is Wedgehog's semi-final now! He's smoking!
That's it, it's over.
It is.
So
well done.
Wedgehog is your opponent.
Yep. There shouldn't be any problem, I don't think.
We'll wait and see.
God, you're so confident.
Chaps, you've won, and that's what matters, but I've got to ask, that toothpick you fitted to the front, it's pathetic.
Oh, give us a break.
It is, but Dreadnought, I mean, really, the whole event has been on fire or broken down. You must have been relieved when you were drawn against it.
We were happy to see the smoke coming out, yeah.
Because there was a while when you were going to get pushed on that grate, it all looked like it was over.
Yeah, but we managed to get off. Took out Sergeant Bash's circular saw, which is good. Should get some points.
You do get points. You get through to the next round, where it'll be mended. Go on, see you later.
Hey, guys. It's a bit of a bashing, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, they took it out on it. They tried the hardest.
Are you disappointed? Did you think you'd get this far?
No, I didn't think we'd get this far, especially after the burnt out and then getting into the football. I thought we'd finish at the football, but we've gone that far and we've tried.
Wedgehog, what is your strategy going to be?
Try and make him run up the front. We've got no chance any other way. He weighs 4 times our weight. Fairly certain he won't get through the armour, but we'll have a go.
Are you nervous at all?
A little bit. I didn't do too well against the last wedge one. It took a bit of doing. So I'm not sure. We'll see.
And so we have reached tonight's final, which is between Robot the Bruce in its see-through negligee and Wedgehog with its very deadly toothpick. You ready, guys?
Yeah, we're ready.
You ready?
Yep.
Get in your boxes and do fighting. Though God knows how with a see-through box. There we are.
Robot ears, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
Robot the Bruce with George Francis and Mick Cutter against Wedgehog with Chris Glaser and Hugo Elias. Sheer brute force against the toothpick. It could all be over very, very quickly. He's on the grill. I don't think he's going to get out of there. Are you sure, taking on a grill with that thing? And the house robots are closing in for the kill as well. The sergeant with the circular saw. Shunt is in there too. There's the saw blade. I don't think they're going to get out. Matilda's in, looking for a few scraps, as usual. Shunt takes on Robot the Bruce, but I think it's too little too late. Robot the Bruce is the winner!
All right, Shunt, quieten down, quieten down. You did very well. No need for a judge's decision tonight, is there? The winner, Robot the Bruce. That was just great. Congratulations, magnificent, well done, brilliant stuff. Were you not even slightly worried about that very, very lethal toothpick?
No, I was more worried about a chainsaw on the back of the Matilda.
Yeah, well, everybody's worried about the chainsaw. I can't wait to see the damage that's been inflicted down there. I can't wait to see you at the end of the series for our grand final. Thank you very much. See you next week.
Are you very depressed?
No, not in the slightest. We never thought we'd get here. That was a good fight.
That was a fantastic fight. How did you manage against Matilda? I thought you were going to have her at one point.
That was good fun, that was. Hardly even damaged it.